I try and preach this a lot, okay? Pull your bow with a higher elbow in line with your shoulder. You see this? My elbow stays in line with my shoulder the whole movement. We want to pull our bow with a high elbow. None of this. Pulling your bow with a low elbow. And here's why. When we pull a bow with a low elbow, when we get back to full draw, we are still not at our anchoring position, right? Our anchoring position is up here. You see where my elbow is? No matter how you pull your bow, you're always going to get back here. So if we pull our bow with a low elbow, what do I have to do? I have to rotate my shoulder and my elbow in order to get up to my anchoring position. That is bad. That is not good for our rotator cuff. It is not optimal for pulling poundage. It's not efficient from a muscle building standpoint. It's not efficient from a movement standpoint. We want to get from point A to point B as efficient as possible. Pulling with a low elbow and then having to rotate up is not efficient. Anybody that tries to tell you pulling a bow with a low elbow is full of crap and they don't know what they're talking about. Why? I have seen so-called physical therapists and people who study this profession try and tell y'all that pulling a bow with a low elbow makes sense because when we do simple pulling movements such as a barbell row, right, we want to keep our elbows in and pull with a low elbow. Makes sense, right? Pulling a dumbbell, taking a dumbbell, keeping our elbow low, pulling it into our body. Here's what they are failing to realize. When we are doing simple weightlifting exercises, we are taking the weight and we are pulling it in, right? We are pulling it in. We want to keep our elbows tucked in. We're pulling away from our body into our body. However, when we are pulling a bow, we are not pulling the bow back, keeping the bow away from our body. No, we are pulling across our body. Okay, so it is a different movement. And anyone that tries to tell you that pulling with a low elbow is relatable to a weightlifting movement simply doesn't know what they're talking about, and they probably haven't shot a bow before. Rant over.